Just have quotas. It was terror. It's called terrorism. See, they said they're fighting terror. They are the terrorist. And they would grab, in one case in that film, a 17-year-old just off the street, a taxi cab driver. And they grab him, and they take him, and they beat him to death. And they call it the, elephant pit, animal cages, and there's all the, for the horror, they keep them in rooms with their own excrement and others, and you go in, there's blood and chains and metal tin all on the walls, and they hang you up, and then just start beating you and beating you and beating you and beating you, and they know you're innocent. But it's all for the news. It's all to say we've got terrorists. And then they, after the low-level thugs have beaten people for months and tortured them, those that survive, because if you're against the war, you aid terrorists, and we shouldn't have to pay for you when you're in the camp, so it'll be a forced labor camp. He said, here's the Sedition Act. He put it on his website. He said, arrest anybody that disagrees with the war. And I told you, you stinker, you fake conservative, you beatnik from the 1960s. You try to hand it that when that was what the government wanted, and now you're a fake conservative who tells us how he's a doctor every other word. Now you're getting banned from England under EU rules. Now they're talking about arresting you. Exactly. That's how this works, ladies and gentlemen. That's how these people operate. Their real target is the American people. It isn't the 14-year-old goat herders or dirt farmers in Afghanistan who don't even have maps, who live in tents. They've done studies of them. Most of those rural people can't even find the U.S. on a map. And they take them and torture the daylights out of them, kill a whole bunch of them, and then sell the American people on how it's a great idea and how it's a good thing. Let's go live at prisonplanet.tv right now. I want to go live right now because we got Jim Tucker early on the line. We got him for 15 minutes, and I don't want to waste this. So you tell me when we're going live at prisonplanet.tv. Start simulcasting right now. Okay? You guys ready? Give me T-minus 10 here. I know we're live on air, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to simulcast at prisonplanet.tv. I want this to be congruent. You ready? We're going live right now? We live now? All right, we're live at prisonplanet.tv. Just started simulcasting with the syndicated radio show. And I was just making the point before we go to Jim Tucker from Greece, outside Athens, at Bilderberg 2009, that Obama is now saying that we're going to go ahead and have indefinite detention. Indefinite. See, they sell the public on tyranny for foreigners and no rights when it's really for the American people. Now they've introduced the bills to arrest you if you criticize somebody and they say it hurts their feelings in the Cyberbullying Act. They have this other act with a no-fly list for gun owners where you can't own a gun. If the government secretly puts you on like a no-fly list type system, I keep telling folks that's what that was for. We'll go over it. But joining us now, we're about to go to break, is Jim Tucker. And Jim Tucker, it's good to have you here with us, joining us from Greece. Tell us exactly where Bilderberg is meeting this year and where you are located right now.
Well, they're meeting at the Aspire Palace Hotel, not Sika, Aspire Palace Resort, really, as they did in 1993. Security's been stepped up heavily again this year. Of course, there's always heavy security. But this year, Bilderberg spent so much money. One of the places, there's a compound of 3 hotels in Nausicaa and 2 sister hotels, which are really huge luxury resorts. When I was here last time, I could stay in the one of the sister
So, Jim,
hotels.
you're saying you haven't ascertained even where they're staying. Well, the Army is guarding one and arrested a London Guardian reporter. Stay there.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. I've told you for a long time it's important to be self-sufficient, and today that's more important than ever. We need to be independent, and food and water is the key. You'll never have to stand in a bread line if you have your own bread. You'll never have to go to the Superdome and beg for FEMA to take care of your family in any emergency if you simply prepare. No one is going to take care of your family in the final equation but you. You know eFoodsDirect.com is still able to ship storable food that's safe from E. coli, salmonella, genetic alteration, or Chinese imports. And they do it at almost half the cost of last year's grocery prices. Call 1-800-409-5633. Or on the web, go to eFoodsDirect.com. Visit eFoodsDirect.com and look over the fine list of high-quality, freeze-dried, and dehydrated foods they have to offer.